Hey guys, Matt here. So I already filmed my portfolio update Wednesday night. However, over the course of Thursday, today, Cloudera dropped a shit ton. I mean, that stock sort of shit the bed a little bit. And I wanted to give a more honest review of this week's performance. So I'm filming this on Thursday, and of course you'll be seeing this on Friday. Anyways, let's get into this week's portfolio update. Please like this video if you liked the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel out a lot. So this is my portfolio. I took my webcam out so you can see everything. Every month, I put in $1,200 into this thing, into my money market account. And depending on how the month goes, towards the middle or end of the month, I usually put in a whole lot more. One thing you will notice is my portfolio is a mix of growth stocks, value stocks, dividend stocks. I don't really stick to one type of investing. I have a lot of fucking positions. I have a lot of fucking stocks. A stock overflow, if you will. I don't want to sell any of my positions, but I keep finding more positions to buy. So that's the life I live. And you will also notice that my positions tend to be very tech heavy. That's because tech is my background, and so it's what I know the best. It doesn't make it the most diversified portfolio of all time, but I will accept the consequences. So the total amount of my portfolio is $43,553.61. By the day, I am up 1.25%, up $539. So this was a good day. Tech stocks are finally rebounding, which is good for me. We don't know if this is going to keep rebounding or if it's more of a fake out, but only time will tell. Overall, I am up 37.01%, and that makes me up $11,317.31. Now, I will go over my positions, and I will stop and talk about some of them. So, ARK, I am up 5.97%. Bank of America, I am up 52.73%. Now, I gotta say, I'm facing a choice here. So the reason I got Bank of America is, well, it's a boring stock. I think all banks are boring. There's nothing really exciting about it, nothing really to write home about, and that's sort of the point. Bank of America is a nice, safe, defensive stock. But I'm up 52.73%. It doesn't pay the best in dividends, and I am thinking about selling this for another position. I mean, nothing against Bank of America itself. It's been a great stock. It's treated me very well. It's just that, I don't know, I think I can find a higher conviction stock that, you know, maybe pays better dividends. Like, for example, I've been looking at Verizon. I could probably sell out of Bank of America and get some Verizon. It's got a higher dividend yield. I mean, looking at the statistics here, it's not bad. It's got a pretty good 4 PE. PEG ratio is not the best, but it's not the worst. But I'm also not buying Verizon for the growth. I'm buying it for the dividends and because it's a solid company. And it looks pretty cheaply valued right now by most of these measures. Now, I know I'm bullish on AT&T. I made lots of videos talking about them, but I'm not exclusively married to AT&T. I am a Verizon customer, and I do like the company. And I've been thinking about investing in Verizon as well. If nothing else, to hedge my bets, just in case AT&T goes south in 2021 or 2022. I mean, all that looks good. Payout ratios is under 60%, so that's really good. I've got to think about it. I'm not done looking into Verizon. I still have a lot of more research to do before I pull the trigger on this. One thing I did see in the news is, okay, so another thing with Verizon is just like AT&T, their debt is kind of out of control. So that's something I have to think about. And this is brand new news, so I've got to look through this. But one of the few things that keep me from selling Bank of America when the time comes is that as 2021 progresses and the economy gets better, and there's still a little more room for growth with Bank of America as far as I'm concerned. Like, and for 2021, it's expected to go from 1.87 EPS to 2.44. It's expected to grow 30% and then 17% next year. Like, there's still room for growth yet in Bank of America, so I'm not 100% sure I want to sell it. As far as my positions, I go long on the last of my whole shares in July, so I have time to think about it. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think about this. I mean, do you think it's ultimately my decision anyway, but do you think I should sell Bank of America for Verizon? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested in your thoughts on that. Cloudera, where you're up 25.28%. As you can see here, Cloudera has some earnings, and although they beat on EPS and revenue, for whatever reason, I mean, Wall Street does not like guidance that doesn't exactly match its expectations. And they get really finicky about shit like that. And so now it's down 12.56%. I may make a video talking more about Cloudera, maybe next week or the week after, but I'm still bullish. I mean, Cloudera's been scoring a lot on growth. It's taken a hit on services thanks to COVID, but I mean, there is nothing in the earnings report that I read that makes me think of Cloudera any less. So I'm happy holding on to this company for the long term. It's just that if you are a shareholder for Cloudera, you are in it for the long term. Cisco, we are up 17.15%. Facebook up 50.54%. Now the thing with Facebook is it just keeps bouncing between 250 and maybe 280. Every time Facebook starts a, seems like it's going to hit a home run, it keeps finding itself in shit and the price goes back down. It's just like Facebook just can't seem to keep itself out of trouble. I don't know about Facebook. I'll have to keep watching. FedEx up 10.23%. Hyliion, one of my newest positions, down 1.94%. It's a spec play. My position's already built. I've already made videos on that. I'm not going to go into it anymore. We'll just have to wait and see what happens over the course of 2021. Intel up 33.61%. This is one I bought when Intel sort of shit the bed last year when they reported the delay on their 7nm chips. I'm glad I bought the dip on that. They were down 20% when I bought, and now I'm making profits. Johnson & Johnson up 8.54%. Realty up 21.66%. Pfizer up 9.45%. Qualcomm up 65.17%. Revolve, my man, up 239.04%. And this company is just starting out. There are a lot more years of growth left ahead of it, so I'm really happy to continue holding on to this stock. Sony up 45.77%. I'm really glad I didn't sell out of Sony when I was thinking about it. I'm really glad I held on to Sony. AT&T up 1.92%. Tapestry up 226.73%. Another one of my higher conviction positions. And they've got some more growth out of that, especially as I continue to grow into China. I was thinking, my plan was to sell out at $32. I'm really glad I didn't. And finally, Tesla, we are up 72.71%. As far as dividends go, I received $5.43 from Realty, $17.15 from Intel, $10.80 from Pfizer, $10.20 from Johnson & Johnson. I started my position in Hyliion. I just kept adding. As the tech stock started getting hit and crashing and shit, I started buying ARK. I started buying more ARK, bought more Hyliion. I bought more Hyliion, and I bought more ARK. I'm very serious about ARK. Taking a look at my performance over the past year, this is when I opened my Fidelity account. I transferred all my shit from Robinhood, so unfortunately I can't show you that. I started with $8,747.10 and here, and by the end of February, I ended February with $42,522.45, and obviously I'm up even more from that now. As far as my personal returns go, on a 1 month basis, I'm up almost 3%. On a 3 month basis, I'm up 14.38%. And on a year to date, I'm up 6.46%. And as you can see, I am beating the S&P 500 on all accounts. Anyways, that's my update for this week. Take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.